Podcast 4.
Hopefully it doesn't sound any different.
Is it really 4?
Yeah, it's 4.
Yeah.
Mate, it's bloody 4, mate.
I don't have a shit chair this time.
No, we're in a different room.
Different setting.
Hopefully it doesn't sound different, too different.
Shouldn't be.
Should do, but might do.
Who knows? We'll find out in post.
Yeah, I don't think it will, but...
Yeah, that's a good point. We will find it in post. Now then, topics for this week.
Well, let's just start off with we're all really tired.
We're literally all dead, aren't we?
I've got a headache as well.
Headache, tired. We're just done. We're all done. We've been doing too much. Not much sleep.
It's not that we haven't been doing too much, it's that we haven't done anything. Really.
Okay, well, I've been doing a lot.
You know
And I'm
what I mean.
tired.
Yeah, also with, like...
Don't make
Would-
yourself the big man here, Tom.
With the work that we're supposed to do for the course, we couldn't do because we had, like, no internet.
No.
Yeah.
So... we haven't
Been
been
a
able to
few
do
problems, but we find a way.
It's 25% off in Reebok, if anyone's interested. Even though this is probably going to be like a month later.
Yeah.
But, you know, the deal might still be on.
So,
Oh no, never mind. It's 24 hours. So never.
Oh, don't worry. Films is what we do.
It is what we do.
We do films, we do everything, most things under the sun. And now,
And seasons in the
Most
sun.
things under the sun.
most
Yeah, it's
things
true.
under the sun, apart from about a billion other things.
So how comes we're all tired? Let's blame it on something, shall we?
Working all week.
Working all week's a pretty good one.
What's your excuse, Tom?
Just seeing too many people and being a bit of a workaholic. I think we all know I'm a bit of a workaholic, but
Yeah.
it's just it's getting too much because obviously we're not being able to do college work at college. So I've been doing it at home, so I'm effectively doing double, which is really fun.
No, you're just making up for it.
I don't know. I just tired. I was fine this morning.
You've been playing Red Dead too much?
No, I didn't play it at all yesterday. I didn't go to PlayStation at all yesterday.
You must be ill.
Yeah, I didn't go on yesterday. I'm just.
I went to bed at like 7, and I woke up at like 4. So I've been up for a while already.
Well, that explains why then.
Now I've got a headache and I'm
I was
hungry.
alright till I got into the lecture.
Yeah, The minute I got in, I was. Well, yeah, I fell asleep for 10 minutes. No,
It's not interactive.
You're never
in
tired.
any
I'm
way.
never tired. I live off with like 6.5 hours sleep, and I'm fine.
That's the
But
problem.
it's just
with it.
it's just built
It's
up.
not interactive in any way.
No, we
So
did.
I think that's the thing.
It's just
is
a
that
lot of concentration.
we
which
just
makes
sat
you
there.
tired.
We have just
Yeah.
sat there for like,
And if you're tired already, that's
Oh,
just
no,
your
it
worst
was.
enemy.
Well,
3 hours.
Well, yeah, we had 2 people. It would be, but it had fall asleep. So
Yeah.
we had 3 people this morning, technically, including me. I wasn't in the
Saw-
lecture at the time, but I
saw
still
Wing.
fall asleep.
Oh,
dog nodding next
To
to
be
me.
fair, I nearly falling asleep in that last bit.
Yeah,
I
so
almost fell asleep as well.
I don't know where our energy's gone. But the thing is, it's weird that it's happened to all of us. It's not.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not
just-
even just
I think it's
one
just-
person at
yeah.
a time. It's happened to all 3 of us and a good couple of other people we know.
I think it's just like sucking the life out of us.
Yeah.
Sitting there
I think
doing
it's just we
nothing.
haven't been able to do anything, and then we went and sat in a lecture where we didn't do anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is like the worst,
Yeah.
absolute worst. But I think it's
That's
just not.
why
It's
I'm-
not sleeping great. And
That's why I'm
doing
coming
too
in
much.
early tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna come in early. Well, I have
I'm
to,
gonna
really,
get some
'cause-
good sleep.
I'll come in at a decent time.
I'll probably be here.
I'm still gonna plan to sleep in. If I sleep in until like 7:30ish, that'd be good for me. And then I'll be like, get up, do my normal routine.
I'm coming in early, and you're still gonna get up before me.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna get by like 9, probably.
The thing is, what are we all coming in? 11ish.
I'll be here by like 10:30 probably.
All right.
I'm gonna come for 11. I'll
half
be here for
11.
11.
We'll
so-
do each half an hour. I'd rather. I'll come in for 11:30.
Yeah.
If I leave my place at 11, I'll be here. At
I need to
11:30.
finish those title card things for the project that we're doing.
True, that's the only thing about this podcast. We don't really want to go too much detail into what we've been doing.
Mm.
But we've got a presentation to do. We got an essay we should kind of be starting.
Yeah.
But we've not been really
the
briefed.
presentation was like, we got it, what?
It's like 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, and then
Stuff
we were
happened.
doing other stuff. Or I was doing another project for like an actual client, and then was going to start the presentation over the time we had off.
Yeah.
Which I then couldn't do because of
Which is weird because
college problems with their internet.
Yeah, technically we're not really supposed to have that off. Really, like people take it as just like a week off. What we're saying is a half term.
Yeah.
We get a half term, and basically, if we normally have a week off to just do what we want, but technically you shouldn't really take it off.
Which is what I tried to do in the end, tried to actually work.
Because
then I just had to take it off.
I did take a lot of it off, but I did spend there was like a day or two where I did.
I
do
wanted to
extra
at least
work, just
actually
to get on top
start
of
the
things.
presentation, considering I had done none of it.
Yeah.
I wanted to get it started at
You
least.
didn't have any of the sheets.
And I didn't have anything I could do it on, so I couldn't even start it. I still haven't started it because I ended up doing the other thing again.
The thing is, I'm still technically doing mine. Everyone thinks we're finished, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Would you and
Just adding bits.
No, you and Tom are like the closest.
you're the closest ones to
Yeah.
having it done.
It'll be done. We'll have time. Yeah.
Let's
We're on top of things.
raise the mood a bit because
Yeah,
it's a bit glum.
We can
start.
tell we're even boring, and it's for a podcast. It's not really great. So
We don't want to
Let's-
have people sit through what we just sat through.
No, we don't. No.
no, that's a good
I think
point.
we are just a bit more interesting with what we talk about, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
Touch wood.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm too tired for
You're
a
too
week
tired
comeback.
to even know. Well, you don't always have a witty comeback anyway.
See,
I'll just knock you whilst you're down.
I'm defenseless right now.
All defenseless.
We're just all done.
Yeah, pretty much.
And it's not even a Friday.
Saturday's
It's
going to
bloody
be good.
Thursday.
Saturday will be good.
True, I get to sleep Saturday. Because I've not got work. Have you got work Saturday?
Friday.
You got it Friday, so you got it
Friday
Saturday.
night.
Oh yeah, we're both off on Saturday. Ryan's always
Well,
off.
yeah.
I'm always off. I already got to go to college.
But that's cool, yeah.
You remember what's happening in the evening, you have to be off on Saturday.
True. But I could have done work and then
Don't
still
let
done that.
just,
But
go over the head.
got it as holiday, so
Oh,
still get paid and get to go out that night.
that's
And not
right.
just out.
Out.
Ow, ow.
Out.
Ow, ow.
Outie out.
Ow, ow, ow.
But yeah,
Yeah. No, that'd be good to all go out.
that will.
Yeah.
And we get to see
Get to walk there with me.
Francis again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The shrub.
Scrub.
Green bean.
Let's go on a topic of something we all enjoy.
Okay.
What's the topic, though?
I don't know, I'm too
My
bloody
brain
tired.
doesn't work at the moment. I literally can't think.
Ugh, fire alarms.
No.
Every Friday.
Every
4:30.
Friday, 4:30.
The fire alarms go. Have they stopped that? Because I don't even.
No,
hear
we're
them.
just not here when
Oh,
they
we
go
just-
off.
No, last week I was. No, last week we were.
Were we?
Yeah, we were here at 4:30.
I
We
wasn't.
were here later than the lecturers. They all left at 4. We stayed until 4:30.
Yeah, but I feel like it goes off at like 10 to 5.
Oh, maybe.
I think, and we
Yeah,
went
just don't
before
stay
then.
that late anymore.
Because there was that
I'm sure
time
we
when
will
we
when
did
there's- when
we
there's
did-
deadlines.
We did leave at one point, and it went off as we were leaving.
True. Yeah.
Alright. I've got a topic.
Go on then.
I've just looked up some topics.
Don't say that.
It
what?
works. It's better than fire alarms.
Yeah, we have conversations about fire alarms. You look at some topics.
Previous jobs, anyone? Well,
No.
no.
I did.
Just me.
Well, so
No.
you could talk about work experience.
I
couldn't
I
you?
actually worked at a gun centre. Well, it was work experience, but also I did get paid for it, so I didn't work there for a little while. So, I actually have had experience in working.
Yeah, well, apart from the job I've got now, I suppose it's just work experience and voluntary work.
Fair enough.
But they're all like like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
The average. What about you, Kieran?
I've
Job boy.
a few places.
Yeah.
I've worked in every pub that my dad's worked at,
Yeah.
which is about 4 or 5 different pubs. Chessington, worked there. And obviously where I am now.
Yeah.
Days of One couldn't have been fun.
It was terrible.
I know.
It's not even like.
Do you have any good stories from it? Because we
Charlie does.
could have some like embarrassing stories we can put out there.
True.
As long as you just don't say names.
Well, we did have a group chat, like obviously with all the workers and stuff, and it was more of just like people chatting more than anything. Occasionally someone would ask for a shift and stuff, but
Yeah.
nothing too interesting.
So what was your job role? Is it still what you're doing now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
one half of it, yeah.
Fair enough.
Not the one I've got tonight, but the other one.
Two-job
And-
Kieran.
See, okay, and I've got none over it.
And
Getting double the amount.
Yeah. Making up for me not working.
I did like that. Demi was just like, "Oh, what's that? 4 hours? That's cute." And I'm like, "Yeah, of my first job."
Yeah,
Yeah.
2.
And then I was just like, "It's not so cute now, is it?" She's like, "No."
I suppose she only does like once.
Yeah,
like
at
every
McDonald's.
2 weeks.
Yeah, she
She does one day every 2 weeks.
No,
was
she
like,
does. She does. Saturdays. I think she does Sundays and Mondays.
Hmm.
And then she's working today as well. She does during the
But
in the
yeah,
afternoons.
she was just kind of like a 4-hour shift. I'll ask you. I do 9-hour shift, and I'm like, yeah, but that's just like my second
Well, yeah,
job.
exactly.
And she was like, "Oh, I didn't think you did the first one." I was like, "No, I still do the first one as well."
Yeah.
I probably work more than she does,
Yeah.
and I still get paid less.
But you get a free meal and a pint.
I don't even take the pint. Like,
Take it
I
for
started like, I barely drink.
Oh, same. That's a good point. We don't really all drink.
I'll
I
only
suppose
do
Kieran
it.
drinks the most, but you're more like social drinking, aren't you?
Yeah.
Whereas me and Ryan, we
like
don't drink at all.
teetotal.
I don't drink.
Like I'll try a drink. I'm not totally
No, yeah,
against
that's what I
it,
do. Yeah.
but used to like it.
Let's
I
Kieran.
never used to drink, but I used to like it.
Unless Kieran
But-
has a drink, he just leaves me with it. Then.
Oh yeah.
then
Then he gets drunk.
Then it's gone. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's weird how that plans out to be.
But yeah, it's one of those things. I probably drink the most out of all of us, and even then, I don't really drink that much.
No.
No, yeah.
It's only a social. Like, it's just sad if you sit at home alone drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose, but
I don't really get that.
I think it's one of those things where it's like snacking, isn't it? Or
Yeah.
having a cigarette, it's something to do.
It's boredom.
True.
Yeah.
So I notice that a lot. It's like when I'm at home, I look around the house, something to eat, and I was like, I haven't got anything. It's like, well, I'm not hungry. I'm just bored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need like the next equivalent of like Overwatch or something to come out because I'm so bored playing the same games. There's like I haven't seen one yet that's out,
Which is that,
appeals
like,
to me
hook.
that much.
Yeah, because like, well, we'll talk about Red Dead for a bit. Like Red Dead, I'm enjoying it, but I don't want to because it's such a big game.
Yeah.
I don't want to just play it non-stop. So I'm
Whereas-
playing like 2-3 hours at a time.
Yeah.
But the thing is, this week's been so busy and it's Thursday. I've not played it since Sunday, and Sunday I literally played it for 2 hours. So it's
Whereas-
kind of like I've just not played enough.
I'm waiting for the online to come out now because
When does it come out? November
finished
time?
26.
26.
Everyone's reckoning it's a month after the game came out.
Okay. Well, there's the SpiderMan DLC on the 20th.
Yeah, that comes out just before it. So
That
probably,
other one.
Yeah.
yeah, the
Wait.
second one.
Oh, we could talk about it. It's been like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Well, since recording this, but it's anyway. It's gonna when this is out, it's probably going to be.
It'd be gone. It
Yeah, it'd be
happened.
gone.
The second one would have come out.
But it's a second link to the first DLC. So the 3 DLCs will be
They're-
linked.
yeah.
Basically.
I
Oh,
didn't-
okay. Right.
I don't get why they didn't just release one big storyline because the
They could
first
have easily-
storyline took what was it like 3 hours to complete?
Yeah,
I was like, I'm not complaining. I
was
love
like,
the
it was.
game.
I think the main missions were like 2 hours. It took me 2 hours to do the main missions, 3 hours to do everything.
Yeah, it was like really good. I really did
It was
enjoy
good.
it, but
It was good.
it was kind of like, well, could release the whole thing.
If they'd done the whole thing, then I feel like they've done it where they're gonna. I feel like they might do the thing where they do like they've done the 3 and then they're gonna do like another 3.
Yeah, I'm hoping
Like they do like the kind of like
they do a story.
It's like Telltale.
yeah.
Yeah, I suppose.
episodically.
Yeah.
That's gone now, isn't it?
I think so.
I think it's gone out of business.
I doubt it's gone out of business.
No, I think it has.
They made a lot of money. They probably got bought out by someone and then they just got rid of them.
No, I think
That generally
that's
happens.
I think you got sued or something. I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know. I
But
don't
there
know
was
about
something
that.
which was about Telltale, which
Yeah.
was going bad.
Yeah, I don't really
It's
feel.
probably people working too much. Someone. Get what you're given, really, don't you?
You're doing a job.
Doing a job which kind of expects you to do more hours than you thought.
Yeah.
Maybe rethink.
That was like the whole Rockstar thing.
Yeah, yeah.
When
it was,
there were people working a lot, but it was like
it's a dream job for most people.
it was like I think some people tried to be like you can't have us working this much, and then like Rockstar turned around and went, it's in the contract
Oh,
that you might work more than what we've written down here. If it's written down, so they were like, okay,
Yeah.
well, yeah, there's nothing they can do and they were paid overtime. They were still paid for
Yeah,
it.
exactly. That's what annoys me.
They were
So
paid
you
to
can't
do
really
it.
complain
You're
in the
complaining,
sense.
but you were paid to do it.
Yeah, it's one of those things. If they got like families and stuff.
Yeah,
like
I
that,
can see the thing.
But then a part of me is
And
like,
you've got to get in sleep still.
Yeah, I don't think they would do it. I think it was like 2 extra hours or something. It wasn't a stupid amount. It wasn't like they were working another 7-hour shifts. It was like
I know I think there's the bad stories and then the stories which are a bit like, oh, they got me to work an extra hour or two.
Yeah.
Like, get over yourself first of all.
yeah, you
and
work at one of like the best companies.
Also, it's kind of just like, well, it's work.
Yeah,
Bloody
It's
Captain
kind of what you have to
America
do
over it.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, I think people are so stuck
Life
up
hits
on
you
like,
hard.
oh, 9 till 5. No, it's not. A
Like-
job should never be 9 till 5.
No.
There's always extra bits you can
Yeah.
do.
Just because it's like
There's so many.
it's like that thing of
people
like
just-
people who do retail jobs don't do anything from like after like 6 or something, you know, because it's when the shop closes. But
7 actually.
Oh, there's.
yeah, well, whenever the
Alright.
whenever the shop closes,
Yeah.
people are like
Yeah.
just assume that people don't do anything after that. It's like no, people still work for quite a while after that.
Yeah.
Like
It's like where I am. Got to do the tills, shut them down,
Mhm.
register the cash for the day,
Probably clean up a bit.
Hoover. Yeah.
Yeah.
Loads of stuff
Yeah.
happens after.
But it's like my job is 24 hours.
Hmm.
So I'm,
yeah,
as a first job, it's inbuilt me. It's just like there's always someone working and doing my job just when I'm not there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And 24 hours. Like,
yeah,
It also shows you can always be replaced.
yeah, and it does make you worried, but also kind of appreciated that you've been trusted with that
yeah,
selected time. It's like during these hours, this is my job. And for someone who does that kind of job, gaming,
yeah.
it's kind of what has to be done. Like I think because I've been brought up, and a lot of people have, but like I've been brought up to basically do as much work as possible, and that I suppose because we've had learning problems in the
Yeah.
past, I'm inbuilt to kind of I have to do more because I don't learn it easy.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, well, I have to put the extra hours in. So if I get a job, I'm like, well, I know it's not. I would like to think because I do a 9 till 3, like it's not long, but it's all manual, so it's
Yeah.
really tiring.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like,
Takes a
well,
toll.
it does take a toll. And I was like, if I did that like 6 days a week, yeah, it would take a toll. But sometimes you do have to do an extra hour or two
Yeah.
here and there. I think people are in that mindset of like, even at college, people turn up
Yeah.
and then go halfway through the day or something. And I'm like, you
Yeah.
know what? That's fine. Sometimes
Yeah.
sometimes now and
Yeah.
then.
Some people, they're paying for it.
But you're
like-
paying for
Yeah.
it this
Yeah.
year, and it's also like you're clearly not invested in what you're doing.
yeah.
And a lot
Yeah.
of people say that openly, and I'm like, so you're on a course that
Yeah.
you don't really want to do,
Which you've paid
but you're
for.
wasting money. That annoys me because
Yeah.
it's like that's so much money you're wasting and not
And, like-
investing in yourself.
And that place could have been given to someone else.
Yeah. I don't know. There's, for me, I'm like, well, I've paid for this course, even when I didn't pay for the course, and I was on a course that
You
I've
still
enjoyed.
got that spot.
Yeah.
So like, don't waste it because
Yeah.
someone else who wanted to do it could have done it.
I think for anyone who's listening, is literally just take advantage of every opportunity you have.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's there,
And
take
just don't waste it. Like, it frustrates me to see a lot of people. I suppose around me, that's the easiest way of wording it. Is not you two.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
No.
that, but like people who just don't turn up or who aren't bothered, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, do something else. And I know a lot of people aren't like, they don't know what. I'm lucky to know kind of what I want to do, but I'm also open to going. You know what? In the future, this might not work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And changing.
Yeah.
Like I've always got something in the
I
back
have-
of my mind.
yeah, I've always-
We've all got
yeah.
backups. We've all got backups, and I think that's the right thing to do. It's just not to 100% like, oh, this is what I'm doing.
It's
Yeah.
like my first job. That is my backup.
Yeah,
If it all goes wrong, I know I can do that.
and it's a good
Yeah.
backup because you know what you can do. That,
I know
and it's
there's always people being hired for it.
yeah.
So
And to be honest, I suppose I do have two backups. What I want to do is because I could keep on doing the job I do on Saturday, just do full time because it pays quite well, and there's a lot of areas you can go from that. Or I can work in a family business, or I can carry on with what I'm doing, even though what our subjects, what we're learning, is really hard to get into. But
Yeah.
equally, if you don't just go, you know what, I'm gonna do painting for a living,
Yeah.
but you could do painting in so many different ways.
Yeah, there's lots of different...
Like you could do it freelance, you could do it on your own, you could do it as a hobby. Like I don't know, there's so many different ways where you can do like commercial painting. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
I think people just they give up the moment. It's like, oh, I don't get a job straight after I've been learning
They
this,
hit a
and
wall.
they hit a wall and they panic and then go, you know, I'm going to change what I'm doing.
I'll go back
Yeah.
to the safe option.
Sometimes it works, but sometimes it's kind of like, no, this is what you truly do want to do. It's just you
Yeah.
need to find a path that you like. Like my stuff's camera. It's like there's so many different ways you can go down that route, and I'm very open to what I wanted to do. I wanted to be an editor when the first time I came here. And then it was kind of like, you know, I want to do camera. I'm really enjoying camera. And then it's like filming, and then I kind of found like, oh, I kind of like photography. Because there's a part of me's like, oh, this is a lot more easier, non-scripted. Like I can just pick it up, go somewhere, and I've just luckily I feel like I've got the eye for it. So it's kind of like it's something easy for me, but people just need to find their
Yeah.
little spot and hone in on it, but also keep an open mind of kind of like this might not work.
Yeah, because I came here with no idea
Yeah.
what I wanted to do. And then I found, like, sound. And then I'm like, don't really want to do that.
Yeah.
'Cause it's not interesting, it's boring. It's annoying at some points.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, I started doing lighting because... Pretty much did sound and lighting because no one else did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then sound is something I just want to stop doing. But because no one else is doing it,
Yeah.
I'm still kind of having to do it now, not
But
that
it's
I
a
want
good
to.
it's a good extra skill that you've
Yeah.
got.
But it's like the thing of like people don't want to do sound because they're like they think it's really hard. It's not really
No.
at all. It's really realistically
is, I
it's
think-
just pointing a microphone in the right direction and pushing a button.
The thing is, that's sorry to cut you off. There's like that's a lot of the jobs that we all do, and in
Yeah.
our to be honest, when you look at any job,
Yeah.
you can look at the basics and go, oh, you know what, genuinely this is actually
Yeah.
quite easy just to pick up and do.
But
It's
with
like
like
for us, pointing a camera,
Yeah,
pressing
but-
a button.
with-
a lot of
but with-
people are like, oh, that's easy, but
but
then if
with-
you look
with
if
camera,
you, look
you have,
into
like-
it.
Yeah.
Same with lighting, same with audio. If you look really into it, oh, it's not easy.
yeah, but the basics of sound, like for what we do with like the college stuff, we're not doing anything
Well, even this
super.
podcast.
Yeah, for anyone like listening, there's literally a Zoom recorder
On a table.
on a table,
And we
standing
just
up,
press play.
and I've just pushed record. That's
So
all
we
I've
just,
done.
We sit around it like it's like a
We're like in a
religious
bonfire.
artifact.
That's literally all I've done. I've literally
Yeah.
put on the film. It's literally like for what we do for college. Like when we did our film at the end of the course,
Yeah.
I didn't do the sound necessarily for that.
No.
But
you
I-
had a major part.
I still kind of like supervised
Yeah.
somewhat with it, but literally, really with the sound. Obviously, we're not doing anything super fancy, so you don't have to worry about certain stuff. Like obviously, there's going to be like echo in certain rooms. Like I don't know the echo in this room, so this might be echo.
Yeah,
it
it's a
might
good
not
point,
be.
yeah.
But it's like with a blimp on the microphone, you're pretty much fine. You're not gonna have that much of a problem. The shotgun microphone pointing in the right direction is gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then when I want to do lighting, because it's a bit more hands-on, I get to work more with the camera.
Also,
and do
the
something.
three of us are all like very visual,
Yeah.
and I think
It's like if you tell me something, like when you were doing your film for the like independent project,
yeah,
like you were saying what you wanted to do, and then you
Yeah.
played like the song, and I could see it.
yeah,
So
and I think that's what we all do very well at, is that, well, me and Kieran are literally next to each other working like all the time.
And you two are just telling me what to do, and I'm like
Exactly, and
over
then
there doing
Ryan's
it.
always with us as well, so it's like it's perfect, the three of us, the combo, and it's
We
kind
know
of
it works.
we all know what we all want and what
Yeah,
we all
we all
need.
also know each other's strengths and weaknesses and stuff.
Because like we all can all picture stuff, like for example, because me and Kieran both work on camera, so if I'm like, do you know what, I want this shot, and then Kieran brings up an idea of kind of, you know what, I think this will look better, and then we'll look at it and I'm like, genuinely that is a better shot, let's do that one. So it's like, it's a lot of, in any job, it's a lot of just talking
Yeah.
and just seeing who's on the same wave
Yeah.
pattern, and kind of
That's always-
I suppose it is connecting, like we're all friends anyway, but
Yeah.
to have the capability of actually working,
Like the work
with a-
connection as well.
yeah,
Like
with a
a
work
unit.
connection, yeah,
Because like, it's always nice to be able to work with
friends,
friends, and then also being able to have the person next to you. You know that you can ask them,
and be honest.
and like
I think that's the major
then they'll
thing.
be honest to you that like, yeah, that shot's good,
Yeah.
but maybe if you try this,
Yeah.
and then you can see it.
Yeah.
It's always a nice way of working, so you don't
Yeah.
just be like, we're doing this, but then you go back after you've done it and like, oh, we could have done something different here.
Yeah.
And someone else has got that idea, and you always ask. Like, I think that's the best way of working it. It's like when I was doing my film, I was asking other people what shots they think would look better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I
'Cause
remember
it's not-
Kira did the
yeah.
camera work for me on that one. So I was asking him, asking like Francis, and then like asking everyone else if they had another idea that might work, and then we tried it. And it might have been better, it might not have been, but if you try it, you have it.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's like when we were doing the FMP, when we were in the library,
Yeah,
or when we were at the hall, and I was talking to you and Vincent, and you were like, right, this is what we've planned for this one, and I was like, I've got a good idea. Do you trust me to just play one out?
exactly,
my way?
yeah.
And then it comes out, and you were like, no, I actually quite like
Yeah.
that. So
That a lot of me. That's why I love doing this, genuinely, because it's
Yeah.
you're working with friends, and even on that film, we bickered. Me and Ryan bickered.
Yeah, there was a
on
point
that.
where like
And
we
it's
actually
like-
had like little argument
Yeah,
thing, but
and
we
the-
just carried on after nothing
Exactly,
happened.
because
it just happens.
Yeah, it's at the end of the day, it's like brothers, isn't it? They bicker, but it's not.
Yeah.
We're not meaning it in a spiteful way. It's just
No.
we get frustrated, and then that's
No,
the
yeah.
easiest way of getting
Because that
it
was
out.
that was the library shoot, wasn't it?
That was the library
everyone was
shoot.
under a lot of pressure as well.
I think that's what made it worse, because we had a time limit,
And we had,
everyone
like-
was on pressure.
One day to film.
And
We
yeah,
didn't-
we had a
didn't-
small
did we
time
location
window.
that? Only 3 people location back then. Right?
Yeah, me
Wreck it.
and the 2 directors.
Yeah.
I was there on camera department, but I didn't really
And it
know
was-
what. I was there kind of like, I don't like. I could look at the lighting,
Yeah.
but like I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Like I know somewhat camera stuff, but I don't like. I'm not. You guys know way more than I do.
It's the one thing I think that should have been different is going to the shoots. We also should have had directors, lighting,
We should have had a big crew.
both cameras,
Yeah.
like
Both
Like,
teams.
yeah.
people
It's
on
like-
Because we had 2
camera.
teams for
didn't-
cameras.
I didn't
We should
really-
have both teams for cameras.
I didn't really need to be there, really, in the long run, because all I needed was pictures
Yeah.
of the place, and I can be like, okay, well, I can
Which-
see what that is.
which we could have done.
Which for all the other locations, even though I was there, you still did it anyway, so it didn't matter.
But
So,
even
like, I
learning
knew-
today in that lecture, like, didn't take enough pictures.
And it's like at the college we have a 360 camera,
Yeah.
so it's the point where it's like maybe because I know that we're going to be doing
Oh, we will
another
do,
short film
yeah,
at some
soon.
point soon, like in probably right after Christmas, I think it is.
Yeah, I think it is, isn't it?
So maybe like just asking one of the teachers how
How to use
to use
360
it,
camera.
and then just put it in
Just
the
to
middle of
get-
the room, and then
Yeah.
it'll just do the whole room.
Yeah.
Because that might just be a nice. It might not work. It might work. I just thought when he said that in the thing, I was like, we have a 360 camera, so that might
It's
work.
actually worth using.
You know what we should do on Saturday? Since since everyone's going to be there,
Yeah.
and we're going to have one of our best directors there, Francis, we should bring him up on that Scouts film.
Yeah, his Duke of Edinburgh.
Yeah, because we need to do that. We need to.
Yeah.
Because that is such a good idea.
'Cause-
such a good concept.
We need to plan for that.
If we all get together,
If we all have like a
make it work.
because obviously we have half terms,
Yeah.
but I don't know if he does it the same because he wasn't off when we were off.
He gets holidays.
Yeah, so he has holidays. So maybe if we can find a time where we're all off, because we could still use equipment from here, because
Yeah.
we can take it out.
Yeah.
So
But if we can bring that to life,
yeah,
We need to bring stuff to life more.
because
Even though we
script is
actually,
brilliant.
especially this year, we've narrowed down what we kind of want to do, and we're doing hobbies, and we're spending a lot more time doing what we actually love.
yeah, like
But
we
I
started
think-
this.
Exactly. We started the podcast. We do painting. We're doing the course, but we've actually got more time still.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
doing a hobby of making a short film is truly what we actually want to be doing, because a lot of the course is a lot of theory still, and it's
Yeah.
kind of like, yeah, it's great, like it's good learning more,
But it's not
but
creative.
it's
As
at the end
much.
of the day, it's not really what we want to be doing. We want
No.
to be doing the creative stuff.
Well,
So
that's-
having that hobby would be great.
I know obviously there isn't an official script for it,
Yeah.
but just from what he said, it's a brilliant idea.
It's like
Yeah.
he pretty much like got a script without having one.
Yeah.
If you know, like he could. Francis is
Biggest
very
thing
good
is
at being able to
budget.
go into something and just. It's like
Pillow
good example
Forts.
for that is my Pillow Forts and my
Yeah, 'cause it
film
helped.
because he basically co-wrote the newer script that I had. 'Cause I had one. We tried filming it. Didn't go very well.
No.
So me and him sat down and we rewrote it, and it came out way better because it had his input.
Yeah. The thing is that it's one of those things where it's like, even for me personally, I want to go out and do my own, like what I did for my independent film. I want to do more of those,
Yeah.
but it's just
Yeah.
trying to make time and plan for it and have a day where I'm just like, you know what, I'm gonna film. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
do what I want, because I have got scripts. I've got like ideas on my phone. I've got them wrote and written, and got them like pretty much idea ready. It's just going out and doing it, and that's one of the hardest things, is that trying to work around what's happening and trying to fit it in. But I think if you've got a group of, because it was probably like 6-7 of us
Yeah.
realistically working on that straight away, that makes it so much more easier. Like if we were doing this podcast and it was just one person, which doesn't really happen, but like if it was
Yeah.
like 2 people, you're less reliant on each other, and then it makes 3, and it's kind of like, okay, this is more of a set thing, because 3 of us are trying to plan
Yeah.
for a day where we can all film and do this and that. So having 7 people to help out, first of all, makes it quicker,
Yeah.
and it kind of, you
Takes
pressurize
the
people
pressure
in a
off
good way.
Less people.
It does, yeah, but it also pressurizes people to get off their ass and actually do stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then it's like we know that the people we always work with always.
Oh, we've got such a tight crew where
That-
we know we can just pick up
Yeah.
tomorrow and we'll film them something great.
Yeah.
And that's not being cocky. It's just we know.
We know that they'll
we
do
know-
their-
yeah,
do the
exactly.
job.
We know who
Yeah.
can do what.
Yeah.
We have
It's like, my script, the monster inside.
Yeah.
If I worked a bit more on that, made it a bit more like bulky in the middle story wise, I feel like I could get a decent film out of that.
I wouldn't mind redoing that
No,
again,
yeah.
and having the exact same crew.
Being able to actually do it properly.
script.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that trailer you made, because you had to make the trailer for it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got
in the end.
Yeah, it's like a couple of scenes.
But even then, that trailer's amazing.
Yeah.
To have that as an actual trailer. But even I'm totally down for doing, because the
Also-
2 actors are amazing on scene anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To have those 2 again, having the script but just like more,
And also,
More
I'd
right
be
now.
able to do it like
so good.
from home as well. Because I had the limitation of they all of a sudden dropped the rule, you're not allowed to take kit out.
Yeah.
So it kind of screwed my entire idea, and I had to
Whereas,
have that makeup room.
yeah,
But yeah.
Whereas
It
if
was a
we
good
had like
idea.
a proper script, like a bit more context wise,
Yeah.
more freedom, I reckon it could be a decent film.
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I really do want to go back and
So
do
I
that again.
want to reshoot mine, but like I'd have to. I feel like if I rewrote some of it,
Yeah.
then it would. I'd
I've-
have a better, like, location for it would be a bit better.
I think that's like even looking at stuff we'd done last year, and to be honest, it wouldn't even be educational last year. It's not even a year gone. But there's so much stuff, like even my own independent film, like what you're saying with both of your independent films, is that we could go back and completely do that so much more better. I feel so much more comfortable more behind the camera now. I feel like I know a lot more. I've got more of an eye for it, and it's just like to think how much we've improved like the last 5 months.
Yeah.
To go back and do the exact same project just on a better scale.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm getting that urge to film again and
Yeah.
like make stuff, because we've not really had that, because
Yeah.
we've been working with a client, but it's not. We've been working
It's
to
not
a
professional.
brief. It's not start from scratch.
It wasn't. Yeah.
So
It's not. It's what they want, but they don't really know what they want. So it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was a bit.
Also, if I feel like if I took my script
Yeah.
and I gave it to Francis or Vincent as directors, they could make that a lot better than I could, because I'm not a director.
I think I wouldn't leave them just to do it.
No, like
But
No,
sit
but
down
in-
with
yeah.
them, a bit like what Ryan did. Sit down,
Yeah.
co-write it with them.
but I
That would
feel
be
like,
really good.
I feel like it would come out extremely better.
Yeah.
I think we should do that again. Even
Yeah.
if, because we've got half days, we could literally set out a morning or an afternoon where we just
Yeah,
do that.
it's just getting everyone
And
together.
just spend like 3 hours a
Yeah.
week, even if it is like you want to remake yours, if you want to remake yours, spend 3 hours a day, a week even, or a day. It's better than nothing, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
Even if it is a side hobby, a bit like the podcast, which potentially could go full time. You never know. But you know, like it's just little hobbies which we all enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're doing this because we want to, not because
We
Yeah.
have to.
we have to.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah,
No, it's good.
I think that was a good one this week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good podcast. It was very real,
Yeah.
if that made sense. It was kind of
we dived quite into
a
it.
bit more personal.
Yeah.
So hopefully, it was a quiet one. It was a
Yeah.
quiet one as well. It was
Yeah.
a
It's
bit
a bit more relaxed.
slow start, but
Yeah.
no. Hopefully, you enjoyed it.
Yeah. Let
Yeah.
us know if you've got anything, because hopefully by now it's all sorted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe we should try and get a guest onto.
Yes.
Not
Yes.
saying next week, but hopefully soon-ish.
In the coming weeks.
In the coming
coming
weeks,
weeks.
we'll start planning for it, and we'll actually do proper questions instead of come
Yeah.
here and
I have
wing
an
it.
idea for one that we could do.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's the podcast. Hope
Yeah.
you enjoyed.
Episode 4.
Episode
That
4.
was
Episode
it.
4.
Deadline podcast.
Tune in next week.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.